this next piece is actually a combination of several styles. Lobe and Herren, Praise to the Lord the Almighty, is a well-known hymn. You'll probably all know it. It was from the Stralsund Gesangbuch, practiced in 1665. I apologize for my fractured German. Let's look at how this chorale might be treated, though, in different countries. First, we'll do an intro from the Crystal Cathedral in Los Angeles, which is something completely different. And then move into a straight harmonization, and we'll illustrate how the principal chorus in Germany might be used to build up as we go along through this chorale. Then we'll do a bit of a reprise of Richard Unfried's intro, and we'll turn it into an exaltation as we transpose into a higher key. That's a very American thing, to transpose into a higher key with an exaltation for the last verse. Then a friend of mine from my internet organ lists, which many of you will have heard me talk about in the past, a young fellow, 19 years old, Jarle Fagerheim from Norway, wrote his little contrapuntal interlude on the theme. And finally, we've got a descant version of the hymn which illustrates how the English church handled the problem of what do you do with high volume in a big stone building. And basically, they didn't. English organs tended to be fairly small. They tended to be largely unison tone, several varieties of unison tone, with not much in the way of upper harmonics. And they did something very interesting. The way that they voiced their organs and intended them to sound depended completely on the boys' choir for the upper harmonics, which is a very unique approach. The English emphasized the choir. The Germans emphasized the congregation. The French emphasized the organ. Okay, the Crystal Cathedral, and then the Germans would start add an octave up, one more octave up. Snap it up with the mixtures. Put the big reed in the bass. The Norwegians would do this. Now the English organ might be this. But then they would put a descant on top.